Hi, I'm Mahesh Kamath. This is our next episode on leadership skills. In this episode, I'm going to tell you about 10 different styles of leadership. And then you can identify the leaders around you and decide who is what type of a leader. Number 1, transactional leadership. The best way to understand transactional leadership is to think of a typical transaction. I give you this and you give me that. Transactional leaders give instructions to their leaders, and in return, they give them different rewards or penalties to either recognize or punish what they've done in response. Next is transformational leadership. Transformational leaders seek to change or transform the businesses or groups in which they operate and trying to inspire the employees to innovate. Next, number 3 is servant leadership. Servant leaders operate with this standard motto: serve first and lead second. Rather than thinking about how they can inspire people to follow their lead, they channel the majority of their energy into finding ways that they can help others. They prioritize the needs of other people over their own. These are the great ones also. They focus on elevating and developing the people who follow them. Tremendous people. Next, number 4, we have what is called democratic leadership. Different organizations, democratic leadership is preferred. You might also hear this type of leadership referred to as participative leadership. Leaders of this category run groups and projects like a democracy. Even if these leaders are technically higher on the organization chart, they emphasize working together and actively involve their teams in the decision-making process. Democratic leaders value ideas and input from others and encourage discussion and their contributions. Democratic leaders are what we need in the political structure. Next, number 5 is autocratic leadership. Autocratic leadership exists on the opposite side of the spectrum from the democratic leaders. You can think of this as my way or the highway approach. Autocratic leaders are, of course, bossy. Autocratic leaders view themselves as having absolute power and make decisions on behalf of their subordinates. They dictate terms. They dictate not only what needs to be done, but also how those tasks should be accomplished. Next, number 6 is bureaucratic leadership. Bureaucratic leadership goes by the book, literally by the book, so to speak. With this leadership style, there is a prescribed set of boxes to check in order to be a true leader. For example, bureaucratic leaders have hierarchical authority, meaning their power comes from a formal position or title rather than the unique traits or characteristics they might have. And it's all laid down in a book or manual. Next, number 7 is laissez-faire leadership. Do you remember this term from your French lessons in high school days? Let me refresh your memory. This is a French term that translates into leave it be, which pretty well accurately summarizes this hands-on leadership style. It is the exact opposite of something like micromanagement. Laissez-faire leaders provide the necessary tools and resources, but then they step back and let their team members make the decisions and continue with the work. Let them solve their problems, get their work accomplished. Next, number 8 is charismatic leadership. You know what it means to have a lot of charisma. Some people have that. And that's exactly what this type of leadership style is. When the leader possesses charisma, he is able to do this. Charismatic leaders have a magnetic personality as well as a lot of conviction to achieve their objectives. They give the people a cause. If you give the people a cause, they will die for it. And if you're convincing about it, they're going to go out of their way for it. Rather than encouraging behaviors through strict instructions, these leaders use eloquent communication and persuasion to unite a team around a common cause. They are able to clearly lay out their vision and get others excited about the same goal. So these leaders are, there are a lot of people who convince people about something has to be done drastically, and people are out there emotionally charged. That's what a charismatic leader can do. And this can serve a negative purpose or a positive purpose. Next, number 9 is the coaching style leadership. With the coaching style leadership, the leader becomes a coach. They come alongside the people, they lead to offer guidance and mentorship as opposed to a firm direction by others. They are also similar to good coaches, say football coaches, who show them the movement with the ball and they make them, inspire them to go along. He's there out in the field with them. This type of a leader is heavily invested in the development of other people, and they'll freely share their time, energy, and knowledge to help others learn more, grow, and improve. Next, number 10 is the situational leadership. Consider this one the chameleon of all leadership styles. Situational leaders are highly flexible and adapt their approach to the specific circumstances they're in. The leader changes his colors as to suit the circumstances and take the team towards his goal. And these are 10 leadership styles. Think about it and discuss it with other people and try to understand the people around you and try to form ideas about what type of leaders you've met or you're facing. I hope this episode makes you think. Thank you very much.